Hello everyone. Welcome to Astrologer Climate Witness tonight. I have to do a little housekeeping. I did the Mars return for Trump back a while ago, and I used AstroSeek. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with AstroSeek. It was probably my fault. And I redid it on Astromatrix later after I did the video. And I just kept moving and selecting for when Mars reached that particular degree and that particular minutes that it was at when he was born, and it came up different. So it came up with Leo rising with right in the Leo rising was on his natal Pluto conjunct. So actually it seems as though that particular chart may be more correct by the looks of things. So I studied it for a while back then. After I did it, I was so upset. But I'm not really going to go into it right now. I may visit that soon. But I wanted to do this housekeeping video to explain that the video I did originally for his Mars return is possibly not correct. So now I am probably going to take that down. I've been debating it, and you know, some of the discussion is important, but I'm probably going to take it down. So there's that. So now, other things that I would like to address. It seems that I'm having a hard time keeping up with everything that's happening. I am feeling everything more than I ever thought I would. In the past, a lot of the time, I was very, strict in my way of thinking about it all, academic. And yes, there was times when I would be incensed or feeling angry about how things were going over the years because of, number one, planetary overshoot climate change. But then when the political kept piling up on top of everything, it just made things worse. But with my progressed Aquarian ascendant, now at 29 degrees, I've reached a point where I'm not sure how to take everything. I mean, I'm not changing my mind about things, but I'm much more emotional already before it even hits Pisces, I guess. I'm going through a transition. I look back and I see how people have received my messages about everything. And I guess you could say I was kind of a hardliner. Not terribly so, but because my average nature isn't so much to be like pounding the table, but the information that I had really needed to be finessed, and I probably didn't do that enough. I would begin to discuss some of this with the people I know and love, and was frustrated when they would question me and not understand where I was getting the information from. Science. Okay. And then I would get, personally, sometimes hurt because I'm like, why are you not listening to me? Why don't you go take what I gave you and go look it up yourself? You know? And I've realized, a lot of this is not really based on informing people and thinking that they're going to understand or do the right thing. I guess it really doesn't work that way. So I've learned that in my family. life. And I really wish that, in the past, I'd been quieter and listened more from where they were coming from. You know, it would be frustrating because I've been putting science articles out on my Facebook page since 2014. That's what I used Facebook for a long time. And yes, I put some of my kids' stuff on there. Very, not a lot, but I did because I'm proud of my girls. But yeah, I'm kind of trying to figure out where I'm coming from, what I'm doing next, how to approach things. So that's what this video here is about. Um, I have a couple of articles, but I'm not going to cover them here. I may shut this off and then do them in a few minutes. But uh, if anyone wants to come and discuss, you know, uh, some of their own progressions, I don't do a lot of natal astrology here, but my natal progressions have really influenced my life. I can see it at 67. I can see how that has gone down. The Capricorn influence was really strong. Sun in Capricorn, rising Capricorn for a long time, and then it switched to Aquarius rising, and then eventually in the past like 7 to 9 years, it changed to Aquarius Sun too. And now that I'm going through this other change, uh, very shortly it'll be in Pisces. It's going to be interesting. Then I come across, in a not too distant future, progressed ascendant in Pisces opposite my natal Pluto. So I just want to put it out there that, pay attention to your progressions. They mean a lot. My original Venus in Capricorn has progressed a good long time ago, into Aquarius, and that has made some very big differences in my life. So, yeah, people I've known in my life, they were probably surprised by the developments in me over the past, say, over 20 years. But, being the Scorpio I am and the heavy Sagittarius, uh, I haven't lost my initial thirst for knowledge. Even though I didn't get that far in college, I got my bachelor's in psychology and some other extra credits and a little bit of some master's course. But um, I had to learn a lot on my own. I had to learn a lot of things. I learned astrology on my own. I did take a couple of courses, but they were small and quick. But I've always studied and read on my own. So that has brought me to this point, and it changed me over my lifetime somewhat. There's always that heavy Sagittarius in me that's kind of that evangelical personality, not about religion, but trying to get people to uh, see the point of view I'm coming from, which is an opinion, but they don't seem to grasp that. Uh, anyway, I guess that's pretty good for this description. Really, pay attention to your progressions. It makes a world of difference, especially when you look back. You can see how your life changed with your progressions. It's really interesting. So, anyways, thank you for listening. If you want to throw any information on here, discussion about yourself, that'd be great. Thank you for listening to Astrologer Climate Witness tonight.